Hi, dear listeners. Welcome back to Smart Talk English. I'm Natasha, and I'm so glad to have you here with me today. If you've ever wondered why it's hard to speak English, even though you've studied it for years, or if you understand English but still translate from your native language before speaking, then this video is exactly what you need. Today, we're going to talk about something truly powerful: how to think directly in English. It might sound like a dream at first, but with the right mindset, a little consistency, and some practical daily tricks, this dream can become your reality. Learning to think in English is the key to becoming a fluent speaker. When you stop translating and start thinking naturally in English, your confidence grows, your words flow more smoothly, and English stops feeling like a second language. It starts becoming a part of you. Now, let's take a look at why most learners struggle with thinking in English. It's usually because of one simple habit: translating every word in your head before speaking. This slows you down and breaks your fluency. Imagine driving a car that has to stop at every signal and wait for permission. That's exactly what translation does to your brain. To be fluent, you need to remove those red lights and allow your mind to move freely in English. The great news is, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to start building simple English thoughts in your daily life. Let me show you how. First, let's start with a small activity. Right now, look around the place where you are. Whatever you see, try to name it in English in your mind. If you see a chair, say chair. If there's a window, think window. If someone is walking, say in your mind, he is walking. This is the very first step to thinking in English, labeling your world in English words. You're training your brain to make English the default setting for everyday thinking. Let's say you're brushing your teeth in the morning. Instead of thinking in your native language, try to describe the action in English. For example, I am brushing my teeth. This is my toothbrush. I need to wash my face after this. Even if your sentences are short or not grammatically perfect, that's okay. The important part is that your brain is learning to process life in English. With time, your sentences will naturally become more complex and accurate. Now let's practice together. Imagine you've just woken up. What would you say to yourself in English? Try this. I woke up late today. I need to get ready quickly. I have to make breakfast. Where's my phone? These are real, everyday thoughts, and by practicing them in English, you're pushing your mind to work in the language. The goal here is not perfection. The goal is habit. If you make this a daily routine, even just for 5 minutes in the morning, it can completely change how you think and speak. Next, I want you to do this small exercise with me. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine you're walking into a coffee shop. Now start thinking in English. What do you see? There are many people sitting. I can smell fresh coffee. The man at the counter is smiling. I want to order a cappuccino. Keep going. Try to imagine everything in detail and express it in English. This visualization method works wonders. You're creating situations in your mind and practicing the language at the same time. The more you do it, the more automatic your English thinking will become. You might be wondering, how can I improve my vocabulary if I'm always trying to think in English? The answer is, use what you know first. Use simple words. Don't wait to learn advanced vocabulary. If you don't know how to say exhausted, just say very tired. If you can't remember the word delicious, say very tasty. Over time, your vocabulary will grow naturally because your brain will want more words to express more thoughts. It's like building a puzzle. Start with the pieces you have, and the rest will come. Another powerful trick is to use your phone as your language partner. When you're alone, speak your thoughts aloud in English. You can even record yourself. It may feel awkward at first, but this is a great way to hear your own pronunciation and improve your fluency. Let's say you're walking home. You can say, I'm walking home now. The weather is nice today. I can see children playing. I'm feeling a little hungry. You're narrating your life in English. This builds strong brain connections between what you see and how you describe it. Now let's do one more practice together. Imagine you're in your kitchen and you want to cook something simple. Think in English. I want to cook eggs. I need to get the pan. I will turn on the stove. Where is the oil? I need some salt and pepper. Okay, now it's ready. Even this small activity trains your brain to think without translation. Make this kind of practice part of your everyday routine. The more you do it, the more comfortable and confident you will become. Now, let's talk about how daily habits play a major role in helping your brain switch to English. When you make English a natural part of your routine, your brain starts to treat it as something normal, not foreign. One simple way to do this is to change your phone or device language to English. Yes, it might feel confusing for a few days, but your brain will start recognizing common settings and words, like settings, notifications, gallery, or calendar. These repeated exposures build your comfort level with the language without you even trying too hard. Another practical tip is to start thinking about your plans in English. For example, when you're preparing your to-do list, instead of writing or thinking it in your native language, try to form the list in English. Say to yourself, today I have to go to the bank. I need to call my friend. I will cook dinner at 7. I also need to finish my homework. These simple English thoughts build the connection between your daily life and the language. You are not learning random grammar rules or memorizing word lists. You are living the language. Let's do a short practice together. Think about your tomorrow. Try to speak your plan aloud in English. For example, tomorrow, I will wake up at 7 a.m. I will go for a walk. Then, I will take a shower and eat breakfast. At 10 a.m., I have an online class. After that, I need to do some shopping. In the evening, I will relax and watch a movie. These kinds of exercises train your brain to operate in English. You are building a thinking system, step by step. It's also important to pay attention to the little things around you. For example, while walking, you can look at things and describe them silently in your mind. You see a tree, and you say in your mind. You see a bus, and you think, the bus is full. People are standing. The driver looks tired. These mini thoughts become your building blocks. You may not realize it now, but this habit is transforming the way your brain processes English. Another technique that works really well is what I call English replay. At the end of your day, before going to sleep, take a few minutes to replay your day in your mind. Using English, you don't have to remember every detail. Just try to speak or think about what happened in simple English. You can say, today I went to school. I talked with my teacher. I ate lunch with my friend. I was a little tired in the afternoon. I watched some videos in the evening. Now I'm going to sleep. This reflection helps you build confidence and strengthens your memory and fluency. Let's do that together now. Close your eyes and remember what you did today. Even if your day was boring or simple, try to describe it in English, in your mind. You can even speak it softly to yourself. I woke up late. I drank a glass of water. I didn't eat breakfast. I checked my phone. Then I got ready. I met a friend. We talked about our favorite movies. These moments may seem small, but every time you do this, your brain becomes more and more familiar with English thinking. You can also start replacing some of your inner thoughts with English words. We all talk to ourselves in our mind when we're nervous, planning something, or remembering something funny. Try to do this internal talk in English. If you're nervous before a meeting, say in your mind, I will be okay. I know what to say. Just relax and speak slowly. When you're excited, you can think, "This is great. I'm really happy. I can't wait to share the news." These thoughts are your best opportunity to switch languages because they are already part of your natural habit. You are simply changing the language you use to express them. Let's now practice an internal monologue. Imagine you're waiting for a friend at a cafe. You're sitting alone and thinking, "I hope she comes soon. I ordered coffee. It's too hot outside today. I forgot my sunglasses. I think I'll check my messages. Maybe I should call her. No, I'll wait a few more minutes." These are the kinds of thoughts that come naturally when you're alone. Practicing them in English can dramatically improve your fluency without any extra study time. Sometimes, people worry that their English thinking is too basic or incorrect, but that's not a problem. Your goal is fluency, not perfection. The more you try, the better you'll become. And when you notice that you've made a mistake, you'll learn from it and remember it better next time. That's how fluency is built, not in one day, but through daily progress. You can even try speaking to objects at home. It may sound silly, but it's actually very effective. You look at your mirror and say, "Good morning. You look sleepy." You open the fridge and say, "You're almost empty. I need to buy milk." You drop your phone and say, "Oops, that was close." These small expressions help you create a thinking environment in English. The more you make English part of your personal world, the more natural it becomes. Now let's talk about a fun and creative way to improve your ability to think in English: telling stories to yourself. It might sound unusual, but storytelling is one of the best tools for language development. When you create stories, you activate imagination, vocabulary, and sentence formation all at once. And the best part is, you don't need anyone else. You can do it by yourself while walking, cooking, or even just sitting quietly. Start with very short stories about simple situations. For example, yesterday I went to the market. I saw a man buying bananas. He dropped his bag. I helped him pick it up. He smiled and thanked me. I felt good. These little stories not only help you think in English, but also improve your grammar and sentence flow naturally. Let's try it now. Create a small story in your mind about something that happened this morning. Think in English. Even if nothing interesting happened, make it up. For example, I got out of bed and walked into the kitchen. I wanted to make tea, but there was no sugar. I went to my neighbor to ask for some. She gave it to me and we talked for 5 minutes. Then I came home and made my tea. It was a good start to the day. These kinds of made-up daily stories help you practice how to think in sequences, just like we do in conversation. You can also take this method further by imagining conversations in English. If you're shy or don't have someone to practice with, this is a perfect way to train your mind. Just imagine you're talking to a friend. Start with a basic greeting. "Hi. How are you?" Then imagine the answer. "I'm fine, thank you. What about you?" Continue from there. "I'm doing well. I had a busy morning." And so on. You are creating both sides of a conversation in English, and this activates your fluency muscle. The more realistic you make it, the better. Now let's try one. Imagine this scene. You meet a friend at a park. In your mind, you say, "Hi, Sarah. It's been a long time." Then you hear her voice in your head saying, "Hi." "Yes, I was very busy with work. How are you?" Now you respond, "I'm good. I've started exercising every day." And she says, "That's great. I should do that too." You continue, "It helps me relax. I walk for 30 minutes every morning." This type of mental role play trains your brain to think like a speaker, not a student. Another powerful trick is to use English while watching the world around you. When you see two people talking, try to guess what they are saying in English. If you're at a bus stop and a child is playing, describe what the child is doing in your mind. The child is jumping. He's laughing. He dropped his toy. His mother picked it up. You are not just observing the world. You're using the world as your English classroom. Let's do a short exercise right now. Imagine you are sitting at a restaurant. What's happening around you? Think in English. A waiter is taking an order. A couple is talking at the next table. The chef is in the kitchen. The smell of food is amazing. A child is asking for ice cream. I am waiting for my food. When you build this habit, you will start thinking in English even without trying. Another fun way to think in English is by reacting to daily problems or surprises, using English thoughts. Let's say you're in a hurry and you can't find your keys. Instead of saying something in your native language, say in English, "Where are my keys? I kept them here. I'm getting late. Oh no, I need to find them quickly." This not only makes English part of your real-world reactions, but also helps in emotional expression. Let's try it now with another situation. You're carrying a bag of groceries and it breaks. React in English. "Oh no, the bag broke. My fruits are on the ground. I need another bag. I hope nothing is damaged." This kind of spontaneous emotional practice is important. It helps your English feel more alive. Not just something you study in books. It's also a great idea to reflect in English about your thoughts, feelings, or experiences. For example, if you're feeling nervous before a test, think, "I feel a little nervous, but I studied hard. I know I can do well. I just need to stay calm." If you're excited about something, say to yourself, "I can't wait for tomorrow. It's going to be a great day. I'm so happy." When you connect English with your feelings, it becomes part of your personal language, not just an academic subject. Now, let's practice together one more time. Think about something you're looking forward to. Maybe a weekend trip, a birthday, or just a break after a long day. Imagine it in English. "I'm excited for Saturday. I will meet my cousins. We will go out for dinner. I hope we can watch a movie too. It will be a fun day. I need to choose what to wear." These future-focused thoughts are great for practicing English thinking because they help you use verbs in future tense and organize ideas clearly. Thinking in English may take time, but every small moment counts. You don't need hours of study every day. You just need to use these simple habits throughout your day. When your mind starts using English in real-time situations, whether you are cooking, walking, waiting, or relaxing, you'll begin to notice that words come more easily, and speaking becomes natural. Now that we've talked about many different ways to think in English, let's focus on how to make it a long-term habit. One of the most powerful things you can do is create a mini English environment in your daily life. This doesn't mean you have to live in an English-speaking country. You can build your own environment with simple tools. Start by surrounding yourself with English audio, like podcasts, audiobooks, or even simple YouTube videos. When you listen to English every day, your brain starts catching the rhythm and style of the language, even when you're not fully paying attention. The goal is not to understand everything perfectly, but to let your brain absorb the natural patterns of English. For example, while you clean your room or cook, play an English podcast in the background. Even if you only catch a few phrases, those phrases will stay in your mind. You might hear someone say, "That's a good point," or "Let me think about it." And without realizing it, you'll begin using these phrases in your own English thinking. The exposure helps you think more fluently because the language becomes familiar, like music you've heard many times. Another simple tip is to read easy English texts every day, and then reflect on them in your mind. Read a small news story or a short blog post. Then close your eyes and try to repeat the ideas in your own words, silently or aloud. For example, after reading an article about healthy food, you might think, "This article says vegetables are important. They give us vitamins. We should eat fresh food every day." This builds both your memory and your ability to organize ideas in English. Over time, you'll be able to think more clearly and deeply in the language. Let's practice this now with a mini story. I'll tell you a short routine, and then you try to summarize it in your mind. Tom wakes up at 6 a.m. He makes coffee and reads the newspaper. He gets ready and leaves for work at 8. After work, he goes to the gym. In the evening, he watches TV and eats dinner with his family. Now, try to think about Tom's day in English using your own words. You could say, Tom gets up early. He drinks coffee and reads. He works and then exercises. He spends time with his family at night. This is how you practice building English thoughts using small stories. It's also very effective to use questions throughout your day to stimulate English thinking. Ask yourself questions like, what am I doing right now? What do I need to do next? How do I feel today? What happened yesterday? These questions guide your mind to think in full sentences. For example, you might think, I'm writing a message to my friend, or I feel a little tired but happy. These short mental answers strengthen your fluency and make your brain comfortable working in English. Let's try a full question practice together. I'll ask you questions, and you try to answer them in your mind in English. What did you eat for breakfast today? What are your plans for the evening? Did you learn something new this week? What's one thing that made you smile today? These simple questions can become your daily English habit. Just take a few minutes each day and ask yourself things like this. It trains your brain to think quickly in English. One last method I want to share is shadow speaking. This means repeating what you hear, almost like copying someone's voice. Choose a short English video or audio with clear pronunciation. Listen to a sentence, and then immediately repeat it out loud, copying the tone, speed, and rhythm. You don't need to understand every word at first. The goal is to train your tongue and brain to speak like a native. After a few minutes of shadowing, you'll feel your thoughts starting to move more quickly in English. It's like muscle memory. Your brain begins to connect the sound, the meaning, and the sentence structure automatically. Let's do a shadow speaking practice right now. Listen to this sentence and repeat it in your mind or out loud. I really don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I'm hopeful. Now repeat this one. She told me to meet her at the station at 5 o'clock. And this. I didn't expect the weather to be this cold. When you say these sentences aloud, or mentally copy them, you're training your mind to think and respond faster in English. Just 5 minutes of shadow speaking daily can lead to a big improvement over time. As we come to the end of this session, I want to remind you that thinking in English is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. You don't need to know every word or understand every rule. You just need to practice in small, meaningful ways every day. Think about what you see, what you feel, what you plan, and what you remember, all in English. Make your life your classroom. Use your daily routines as practice time. Narrate your actions. Talk to yourself. Create small stories. Ask yourself questions. React to situations in English. It's all part of building the habit. Don't worry if it feels strange or slow in the beginning. Every new habit feels strange at first, but if you continue, you'll soon notice that English words begin to come automatically. You'll think in English without even trying, and when that happens, speaking fluently becomes much easier. So keep going. Trust yourself. Use the tips and practice methods we shared today, and stay consistent. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope these powerful and easy tips help you begin the journey of thinking in English naturally and confidently. Remember, small steps every day lead to big results. This is Natasha, and I'll see you again very soon. Keep practicing and keep thinking in English.